Hey guys, I'm Liam and that's Caden, and behind me over there is the affectionately termed Mo that's driven us halfway across Namibia. It's a Nissan double cab and it's been awesome, and I wanted to make this video to show you what it has and sort of how everything's packaged together, and to give you an idea if you're interested in renting a car like this. We rented it from Drive South Africa. Okay, so first off, chairs. Comes with 2 camping chairs, as you can see, and then over here are all the cooking utensils and things you need to make dinner and breakfast and whatnot. So you got pots, pans, cups, wine glasses, containers for leftover food, gas canister, kettle, axe, which is very important, and a chopping board and all the plates and everything you need. Then moving on to over here, these are things which the car didn't come with but we thought were very important, so we wanted to sort of show you. So medical stuff is always important, you know, first aid kits, antibiotics, that kind of thing. Little sort of small lights are really great to have. A couple extra sharp knives, head torch, invaluable. If you like keeping a knife sharp or keeping your axe sharp, it's always nice to have a sort of a knife sharpener, which you can get in an outdoor store. Gaffer tape, a lot of water, wet wipes, toilet paper, always have extra of those, braai tongs, and a braai grid from outdoor store as well is nice to have. It doesn't come with the car. And gin, not for to get you drunk, but rather to keep the mosquitoes away. Then we found it was really useful to keep everything in these boxes. So we got some boxes from a sort of general dealer, and we keep wood in one, veggies in the other. As you can see, the trip's we've been going for 2 weeks now, so we're running a bit low. And then sort of like dry goods in the last one. Right, over to where everything is stored. So the back canopy area opens up quite nicely. These lock, but I've kept them unlocked. You flick them down, pull them up, and that exposes the back area. This is the main sort of way of getting into the back. As you can see, it's quite spacious. We managed to fit all of this stuff and all of that and all our bedding pretty easily, so it is nice and spacious. This drawer over here, which is really nice and long, is where all of the cooking gear goes. Now this is the ultimate to have when you're camping. It's in a lovely angle fridge and freezer, which has been great. You got to sort of get to know how to use it nicely and not run it too much so the battery dies, but over time you sort of work out the best way of keeping things cold. We like to keep a nice big sack of wine in here, lots of meat, lots of ice, lots of bottles that you sort of take from here to your cooler box. And the drawer also slides out. And then behind here you've got some recovery gear, some cleaning stuff, hose pipe, which links up to your water tank, which is at the back there. And the water comes out over here. Something we haven't needed yet, but which you do have, is your bush toilets, your spade, which you can take out quite easily. The car comes with 2 spare tires, one mounted at the back over here, and another which is mounted below. I'm not sure if you can see, there we go. And you get that out by unscrewing it from there. Okay, moving on to the cabin area. So the set of keys that you get looks something like this. The smaller keys are all for opening up the back area, and this is the main key with an immobilizer or central locking system. So inside, the hard body is really nice. It's basic, but it's great. It's got everything you need. So it's got sort of your regular AC, radio, CD player, nice cubby hole where you can keep sort of your maps and everything you need, which are really important. Storage space over here for money or for cell phones. Then something which we bought, which was really useful, which I recommend, is an inverter. You plug it into your cigarette lighter over here, and it enables you to have power for a laptop charger or for a cell phone or something like that, which is really cool. Okay, So here you've got on the right, you've got your dual battery system monitor. So this one is for the main. As you can see, it's a little bit low because we've been running the fridge for a while. And then this is your secondary battery, which is sort of drawing from here. So one always needs to keep track of these two to make sure that the main doesn't die. You turn the car on in order to run the main battery more, and if you leave it running for about half an hour, it's generally fine. In terms of driving, the hard body's great. I think it's a sort of 2.6 odd litre diesel, pretty economical in fuel for a big car. It comes in 4x2, 2x4 high range, low range. You change between high range and low range and 4x4 over here, and this is your main gear stick. When you pick up the car, they run you through how to do all the gearing and all that kind of stuff, and it really is handy to learn how to do that properly. We have been stuck in the sand before. We've needed to use a compressor, which I've got in the back, which allows you to deflate and inflate the tires, and as well as going into low range to try and muscle your way out of a tricky situation. What I found really nice about this car is the fact that it's a double cab, and even though there's two of us, it's nice to have the extra seats in the back. So whenever we need, we can sort of put stuff in the back here, allowing us, sort of saving us time from going right to the back and getting things out the rear of the car. Cool. Okay, so next up is let's take a step back and just have a look around the car so you can get an idea of how it looks. Isn't she beautiful? We named her Mo after the guy who did the handover. His name was Mohammed. So now over to probably the most important part for a lot of people, and that's the tent. So it comes with 2 towels, nice tent area with pillows, sleeping bags, blankets. The light we bought ourselves, as you saw earlier, and we just sort of left that hanging up there, which is nice. The tent's spacious. It does get cold during winter, but you can't really expect to keep warm all the time. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I hope that this video was helpful for you if you're considering renting a car like this. Before I drove this Nissan, I wasn't sort of overly keen on Nissans. I was always more of a Toyota guy. But after driving this hard body, I definitely won't look back, and I'm really glad that we hired it. Cheers.